So as I'm spring cleaning my room at a snail's pace, it's not going that well. I was putting away some tools that I don't know how to use when I found these. Remember these? I used these 13 years ago, my freshman year of college. If you used these in school around that time, welcome, my friend, to the Oregon Trail generation. Hey guys, Dallas here. It is Vlog Every Day in April, day 6, and I've been doing some research. I love research, I love paper, I love highlighters, I love knowledge. Gimme, 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 gimme. So about 2 years ago, this lady named Anna Garvey wrote an article on socialmediaweek.org, and the article was titled The Oregon Trail Generation, Life Before and After Mainstream Tech. Her premise is that people who were born in the tail end of the 70s through to the early and middle 80s are always lumped together in either Generation X or with the millennials, when technically that's not really true. And a big part of that is because we have a strange relationship with technology and the digital age. We came of age just as there was a huge seismic shift in communication, and our child developing time was during this time. So we have a really unique perspective where we have 1 foot in analog old school and 1 foot in the digital new age. And her thesis is, if you distinctly recall walking into your weekly computer lab where there was a sea of Apple computers where the start screen of the Oregon Trail was displayed, you are in fact a part of this nameless generation. Boy, do I distinctly remember how excited I was when we played Oregon Trail back in elementary school. We were the first kids to grow up with household computers. Generation X were in their, were full-bodied teens or adults, and millennials, they can't remember a time when they weren't around computers. We were the kids who were figuring it out as it was evolving along with us. And she calls it the AOL adolescence. Like in middle school, she said that's when you would come home and you would get to your computer. I was too poor to have a computer when I was younger, but my aunt had one. That was our first access to a home computer. And I remember going over there on the weekends and hearing that dial-up sound. Remember how excited you got when dial-up was around? Can you imagine having dial-up now? Please don't say yes. It'll just depress me. Remember checking your email and all you had was like chain letters and spam? Or she even mentions when you went to those sketchy chat rooms online and asked for anyone's ASL. Guys, the stories I could tell about the sketchy chat rooms that I visited as a teen. I won't, because that's classified information and the internet is forever. But oh boy. We're the first kids who would do dual research on paper. We would do online research and still use the library's card catalog. Don't ask young kids what a card catalog is, because it'll make you feel really, really old. I remember payphones and using cassette tapes and calling the radio station over and over and over, requesting one song so that I could hop and grab a tape to record the song off the radio. Remember CD clubs, the 1 cent and you get 12 or 20 or 1,000? Remember AOL 100 hours of internet CDs? I remember going to college with a woefully inadequate CD case that only had a few CDs in it and a phone for my landline. That was my freshman year. By the time I left college, I didn't have a CD case anymore, and our university had cut out landlines. Basically, we were on the cusp of changes our entire childhood because modern times were changing. And so that kind of defines who we are now. I kind of like that because that means that we had to be as adaptive as we possibly could, which is kind of what species have been doing for millennia. But we did it in this very small amount of time. So small that just a few years and your younger sister or brother or friend or niece or nephew, or maybe not your niece or nephew, but but they've experienced entirely different childhoods than you have. My sister is 6 years younger than I am, and she experienced technology completely different. My brother is 4 years older than I am, and he just got a wireless card like 3 years ago. He doesn't even have Netflix. He finally, for the first time, signed into my Netflix like last week. So it's a very interesting generation that I'm a part of, and I love that it's called the Oregon Trail generation because I loved that game. Really need to go figure out to buy that game again because I never reached Oregon. Everyone kept dying. Freaking herd of cattle or oxen or whatever the heck they were. And freaking dysentery. So anywho, if you're a part of this generation, comment below and let me know because we are one, my friend. Speaking of technology, it is hashtag National Burrito Day and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna go grab a burrito because the internet told me so. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.